All right, guys, today we're going to talk about personal branding masterclass. I've personally, on the platform known as X and through LinkedIn, have built up my identity enough to where when I left my last job of where I had been for 10 to 12 years, I was able to just tell the world, and I had 20 jobs in my inbox and 6 offers. This was incredible. In a changing job market like today where there are mass layoffs, it's important to understand the importance and why I'm building a personal brand. I'm gonna share my story and things such as the future of personal branding, how it's gonna help you in the job market, as well as if you're running a startup and how it can help accelerate your growth. And then lastly, commanding your future. You are in the driver's seat, you have control. Everything you need that's just gonna give you a framework, a way to think of how to approach doing this. So let's dive in. So first off, I wanna talk about the future of personal branding. And this is super important because when it comes to personal branding and all of these content creators online that are just hammering content out, I don't know if they're as being methodical as they should be. Because one thing that's happening where the puck is moving is that employees now have the leverage. Employees are joining companies sometimes with audiences of 50 to 100,000 plus people, and those employees are key to growth. I sat in on a kind of master's class with ex-Slack employees, ex-ClickUp employees, and others that are in these larger portfolio companies from investors who have invested in one of the companies that I work in. And what's really interesting is that they are talking about how as an early entrepreneur, as a founder, you have to create content to drive your business and to get to, let's say, $1 million in revenue. Once you're at this baseline, you tend to might have product market fit or just proof that, hey, we're doing well. And after that, your employees become advocates for the brand. Now, because this has become standard in business, it's important for you as an individual to take one of two seats. Are you gonna grow someone else's business and leverage your brand and position yourself in a successful place, or are you gonna build your own company? And this is super important. At my last job, I worked there for 10 years and I started building my quote unquote personal brand on X. Back then it was known as Twitter. And I went from about 800 followers to 3,000. That was enough to help me land my next job where I'm now the VP of marketing at Voltage. This has also been great because on X, I'm able to create content on the intersection of Bitcoin and small business. And it's helped me not only build connections for Bitcoin and Voltage, but also to get high quality leads for another company I'm the co-founder of known as Imprint Digital. My partner and the CEO who runs the day-to-day is Alex Wells, and it's incredible how we've found growth from not only Twitter, but LinkedIn as far as how to drive quality customers and referrals to our business. So you need to ask yourself, what are you trying to do? Do you want to have leverage at your next business, or do you want to create your own business? Next thing about personal branding, the ability to earn online is better than ever. If you're on X monetizing, which I'm doing, I'm not making much, but I'm making $30 a month. There's ways where on Nostr and some of these decentralized platforms that are value for value, where when you create content, rather than likes, people actually send you money. If you're familiar with that, I have a lot of friends who are making $100, $200, $300 a month from that, and there's only like 150,000 users on these platforms. They're nowhere near as big as legacy social media. Legacy social media, rather than making their customers and users the product, it's going to change. Now the users are going to earn for adding value. You're seeing this on platforms like Stacker News, like on the Nostr protocol. And if you're like me and you make music, maybe you've experienced Wavelake where you create a song, you post it online, and you can earn way more than you would on Spotify. These are the type of things that are coming to social. So whether or not you want to actually join a company or start your own company, if you're just a content creator, which is the fastest growing segment of small business, you have the opportunity to earn a ton more because you're focused on adding value, creating content, having a personal brand. Now, third, one other thing I want to talk about is sharing knowledge. It's very easy to be not confident or insecure about sharing knowledge and what you've learned, but think of it this way. There's investors who are worth like $100 million who look up to Warren Buffett. There's people who are worth nothing that look up to the guy on Twitter or X who has 100,000 net worth, and he's like, hey, I'm gonna teach you how to increase your net worth. And there's people who are just like, hey, I have a $2 million net worth. I'm gonna teach you how to save if you're a high income earner. All these people are at different spots of life, but the thing they all have in common is they're creating content to share with the people who are not where they are yet. There's always someone who is not where you are. And this is the thing that got in my own way. I've been marketing small businesses. I've audited 600 to 1,000 businesses. I can't even count. I have made many people deca-millionaires where they have tens of millions of dollars. I've been core to their success. I've helped them basically have financial freedom. Never thinking about the fact that I should be building my personal identity online. I should be building my own businesses, and I should be doing these things because that's what's going to give you freedom in life. You don't really find financial freedom or find time where you can just have time for yourself by working for someone else. You have to be an entrepreneur ultimately, or a high income earner doing sales or having equity in a company. So working at a startup and creating value and owning equity and then having an exit, whether it be someone acquires you or you go public. This isn't new knowledge, this is standard, but now more than ever, you have the ability as a content creator to build your name. And if you look at what's happening in marketing, micro-influencers and influencer marketing in general is becoming more and more powerful. By creating content, the main way you make money is not typically just by monetization or revenue directly from YouTube, X, and all these different platforms. It's through sponsorships, it's through selling courses and products, it's through consulting. All of these things are possible. And while I'm not there yet, every day I am building a personal brand, because if something happens, I lose my job, stuff hits the fan, I don't want to be, behind. I spent 10 years not doing it, and now it's like, hey, I need to do this. It helped me land the job that I love now, and it's changed my life. And it's also helping me at my organization bring in lead flow and bring in high quality visibility to our business. So these are incredible things that are going to transform how you are viewed in the market and how your business is viewed. It's just a rough breakdown and a quick, 5 to 7 minute rant where you can understand practically how it's helped me, how it's leading to growth in the businesses that I'm a part of, and how it's going to give you an opportunity, if you think like a content creator and someone who can understand how to speak and teach people who are not where you are. And I guarantee you there is someone who is not where you are in your career or in your knowledge within whatever specific set of knowledge that you understand. And by doing that, you can help them. They want to follow you. They're there. It's just, are you going to reach them? So I hope this is helpful. If anything, begin making content. If you make your first piece, send it to me. I will comment and engage and support you, but do it. You're going to change someone's life, and this is going to help you either find the job you want to have or start the company that you want to kick off. Create content, add value, build a network, and you will thrive and survive in the coming years. Hope all's well. We'll see you next time.